The dream is real. Lifestyle specialist Kenneth Burns reporting to you live
me this time
from the safest place on earth. It's you every time, Kenya Coco Kendra. Called Love Land. I can't even get it out because Kendra got the, you know what I'm saying? It's always the threesome here. This threesome here is
It was me that time. I'm gonna take the responsibility.
It was also Taylor. They talking about the bottom. Go from the bottom to the top and bust that gun, start the shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get ready to put your hands together. Put your hands together for my illustrious panel of superheroes and detractors. Their names go like this. Kendra Coco Burns. How you doing, Kenya Coco?
Doing well. I mean, I got Kenya some kind of way and it just ain't went away.
Yeah, Taylor did that. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those round of applause going for Cousin Freaky himself. Taylor, how you doing, Chad? How you doing? Good to see you, face. All right. Yeah, you done fucked up the whole intro. Keep those round of applause going for my boo. My baby with that red lip and them red headphones. Her name is Dr. Sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheryl Reed. Yes. Cheryl Ray Reed, for those who really know in real life. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to shout your friend out. I was down in Memphis, Tennessee this weekend. She came up on me with her mama. She said,
"You on that show with Sugar Cheryl Reed, huh?"
I said, "Oh yeah, you been calling her Sugar? Or did you get that from me?" So big shout out to your friend. Friend.
Shout out to Nancy Joe.
Yeah, her mama was a cold vibe too. Big shout out to the supper club down there. I want to shout my dog Devin still out. Black Rob, you know Black Rob from Nashville, right? So they had a little restaurant, went over there, had the little vegan pasta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I threw the chicken
supper club don't miss.
Yeah, it was good. It was good vibe. Drinks was good. But y'all, how y'all doing? You good? Everybody good? Had a good weekend? Yeah.
I'm just good. A little tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, because you was outside with me at the white party. Big shout out to Curtis Givens. Ain't no party like a Curtis Givens party. The man spends money in his city. He live in Memphis, ladies and gentlemen. If you ain't been to Memphis or been to the all white or the all black, you need to make one up. It was a production. He brought Trey songs out. And I ain't gonna hold you. I miss the songs. You know, people be going through what they going through. You know, hopefully they get through it unscathed. You know, when them songs come on, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a vibe. It was a vibe. And I ain't gonna hold you either. I want y'all to brace yourself for this shit I'm about to admit to. They played R. Kelly. And I ain't tackled the DJ. I was gonna tackle the DJ and I started doing the two-step. I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I didn't know if I was ready for forgiveness or to forgive, but I started two-stepping and I caught myself and got back in pocket. They threw on some ratchet shit and I participated.
I kept two-stepping.
Yeah, see, this is the bullshit. Listen. And that's the type of people, I tell y'all all the time, had the people around you that ain't gonna influence you bad. And she had me two-stepping to R. Kelly. That's right. I said it, Coco Kendra.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is an amazing day, and it's a day the Lord has brought us together to talk about this here. Huh? It's time. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I came up with the name. They cloned Tyrone because I feel like that's just what's happening to the world now. It was inspired by Jamie Foxx and what's the brother's name from Star Wars? John Boyega. And what's the girl name? She needs some props too. Tiana Paris. Big shout out to Tiana Paris. Y'all did the thing. So I was out of town, came with the name, came back in town, wanted to watch They Clone Tyrone. Everybody should see it. All right, let me get my list out because I have a few things to say. Ladies and gentlemen, felt like it was a 70s satire. Y'all remember the black exploitation films, huh? See, a lot of people look at that and you look at Superfly, you might think they really produced that and it was real life, and it was for some in the 70s because they was outside pimping. But then you look at the Mac, you look at Dolomite. Get a little funny when you get to Dolomite because he was making fun of this shit. I really enjoyed They Cloned Tyrone. And I'm gonna tell you a couple reasons why. And I'm gonna relate it to your motherfucking life, because y'all think y'all drinking this soda and this sweet water and ain't doing something to your system, huh? You remember part of the movie when the nigga was in the underneath, they was called the Glen, like Bankhead. They was underneath the Glen and he saw some white powder because he got to have it. Motherfucker had to have it. He saw white powder, he had to try it. He just wanted to get a little, you know what I'm talking about? Huh? He did it and he started glitching. The motherfucker was in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But you think sugar ain't doing it to you? I ain't talking to y'all to do cocaine, you know you gotta have it. I'm talking to people that eat the sugar. I'm talking about not Dr. Sugar, the people that eat the sugar. Well, never mind. But the point I'm trying to make. There was some things in this movie, y'all. Now listen to me. They sat at that table in that fried chicken. Now y'all done been some places. I ain't gonna say Chick-fil-A, but you done been in some places that you be like, what the fuck is in the batter? Now we ain't gonna take it too far. I don't believe there's no planet underneath Bankhead, Georgia Avenue, Woodward, wherever you live in your city. There's a place where you just know there got to be some shit going on that you don't know about. I don't believe it's nothing under you. I think it's right in you. It's right in you, on your street, in front of you, on the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that go over your head now. You be eating this shit and you be going back to eat this shit like you gotta eat this shit. Huh? You be having to have this shit. I don't know what's in the Impossible Burger. Huh? At Slutty Vegan, you feel me? Big shout out to Slutty Vegan. I don't know what's in the Impossible Sandwich at Starbucks. I feel the same way. I'm on one right now. Can you see the energy in my fucking face?
Come back, KB, come back.
Yeah, no, listen. Listen, but then there were several things in this movie. The strip club. The motherfucker went in the strip club and they were playing some shit and motherfuckers was all right. And then the DJ, who happened to be a white man, not in the strip club, but the rest of them was white men with afros, which was ironic than a motherfucker. There's a lot of white niggas out here and I be seeing them. You visible. You are visible. But the motherfucker played the music and it turned the black folk all the way up. Then gave them assignment to go get them. So I just want to tell you, you watching this stuff now, and they saying some stuff you might think is a little over the top. Jamie Foxx, round of applause for the legend. The legend, he played that pimp, he did. He played that pimp. And he was an old pimp at that. He had to get with the times, and the trapper was trapping, and you know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, these things that we saw remind me of the Willie Lynch letter. Huh? I'm gonna go all over the place, 'cause that's what I do. But the Willie Lynch letter literally said, control the mind, you control the body. Everything we think that's literally going on right now is controlling our minds and forcing us to act in Sugar, come on, baby. I know it's on your spirit. It's on the tip of your tongue.
So look, this is my problem. I was just having a conversation with somebody after I went to see Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, every year I go to see Beyonce twice. Every tour that she has, I go twice. She was like, did you not feel like it was symbolism? Did you not feel like some of the stuff was demonic? I said, I don't.
Right.
And she was like, well, when she was looking like she was dressed like a pope, I said, okay. She said, and whenever there was like a symbol of a church and there was no cross, I said, have you heard of artistry?
Yes.
Have you heard of the things that, represent creativity?
Come on.
Because I said, the only reason you're thinking that is because people keep feeding this whole thing out. Mm-hmm. So when people feed it to you, it's easy for you to look at it like it's something that it isn't.
Facts.
So I understand and hear what you're saying, but I disagree with you. Yeah. And she didn't say another word. Because I was just like, nah, girl,
You going too far.
Her work ethic is what you should be looking at.
Yeah.
How amazing that show is what you should be looking at. Don't think too deeply into things that you shouldn't, because people are feeding you.
Yes.
And you just taking it. Quit taking stuff that ain't yours, girl.
God, stop taking stuff that ain't yours. What the fuck is you doing? Scooby-Doo? No, but listen.
Basically.
And they should also think about her fucking presentation outside of the show. How do you get to that assumption knowing what you listen, ladies and gentlemen, you wonder about Mystique. Beyonce's one of the best that ever did it, okay? She gives you enough to let you know she is solid in her foundation, and then she'll give you the show. That's what it used to be though, Sugar. See, the problem is we know too much about you motherfuckers. It's not as interesting. And unless Beyonce's on fucking Instagram all day long, going through her whole process, it might be something. We allude to certain things. Oh, she must be part of Illuminati. No, motherfucker. She just keeping her shit to herself. Now, hold on. I want to say one more thing about this movie, and I got to get your opinion, Teule. John Boyega as the old man, as he cloned himself a couple different times, because he's clearly a narcissist. But he literally said, it's not enough to think the same. We have to be the same. Are you not seeing that, Teule, right now? It is unbelievable.
Absolutely. I mean, they want us to think the same because, you keep everybody in their own little silo, and then there's, they can just continue to progress as we, regress as a people. So
Facts.
It kind of leads you to this. They want you to pay attention to the sensationalism.
Yes.
The artists, the artists become the end all be all. They're supposed to be our intellectuals. They're supposed to be our leaders. They're supposed to be our therapists.
Yes.
And that's trash. That's trash.
Come on.
They're not there to do that. And that's what the movie kind of symbolized to me is, hey, look, if I can get y'all to just think about these 3-4 things and everybody think and act the same, it's easy for us to pull the wool over your eyes, right? We'll just make you get the shots and you'll do everything that we tell you to do. Everybody's thinking and acting the same.
Yes. Hold on, T. But the other half of that was we have to be the same. If I see one more cookie cutter body, if I see the same wig on all you motherfuckers, I'ma lose my mind. If I see one more fucking Gucci outfit and you can't mix and match your pieces and make that shit I'm going to lose my mind.
They see it on somebody and be like, I want this.
Oh, and listen,
baby, that ain't right for you.
Listen, and cool though. If you see it and I want this, but where's your style in it? Where does your personality come through? Cause baby, like Dr. Sugar, cause baby, it's not giving.
People don't have their own style. People don't have their own mind. People don't have their own anything.
Facts.
They want to be you. And then they get mad and try to be like, I'm so glad I'm me. Actually, you not. You trying to be me, but you ain't got it.
Hold on, where's the button? Where's the button?
No shade, but some people just have it. No shade.
No, I'm shade from me then, not from you.
It.
Shit.
It's shade.
No, listen.
Everybody ain't got it.
Because people become mad because they're not you. And they look at what you are able to create.
Child,
when I walk in the room, I'm demanding the room, period. It ain't because I'm trying to get it. That's just who I am.
I listen, and I applaud.
Period, sis.
Yeah, but listen, but that energy separates you, and it's okay. Y'all so in fear of being yourself, you'd rather be a clone like Tyrone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on fire. And listen, I was talking to Jessica and my brother D.L. Warfield this morning, because I like to get context, y'all. I don't come to y'all with just my opinion. I swear for God I don't. That's why I had these 3 amazing people with me. But this is a quote I got out of that conversation. They will pay this one person to make y'all think y'all could go and make it too. They will pay this idiot. Play that clip real quick. Play this clip right here. Watch this shit.
Yes, you got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me read it. That was good. Lemonade. Oh, take it, Porty. I love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Oh, where's my feet? Lil G, wow, a galaxy too tight for you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this TikTok star, Pinky Doll, reveals she is earning $7,000 a day to look stupid. And that's the quote. They will pay one person to make y'all think you can make it too. And then guess what? You don't get there. Oh yeah, they'll put the one motherfucker up to make you think that you all should be idiots. That you all should have this mother, and I'm sorry, I am not sorry. You look crazy. You sound like a shorted out robot. She's like, I want to do it too. Put the pinky, but not in my ear. I don't know what's going on. What was that? $7,000 a day to be an idiot?
Figure it out.
I was like, is it going fast? Like,
Taylor, this is where the world is. Taylor, how does that make you feel, someone with a daughter?
It makes me sad for the entire world. Right? I posted something on my feed where it says, whatever you feed the brain will crave.
Facts.
That's what an influencer is. The influencer is just the guinea pig for the one who's behind the scenes who wants to make all the bread. So yes, I can pay a girl $7,000 a day to be stupid. And if they're going to do that, and people are continuously feeding their brain this information, you're not being transformed into your own individual, then yeah, it's the trick bag. That is the cloning Tyrone, right? It's in the chicken. Like if I can get everybody to like trash food, and I can continue to make trash food. If I can get everybody to like trash music, just think trash music, that's what we're with the what's the drill music, right? I can just get this kill. That's what people are going to crave. And it only takes one guinea pig to make the masses follow. Because, like I said, if you got one person who makes it out, then that's their trick to say, you know what? Well, see, everybody should be able to make it out. But that's not how the Glen is. The Glen is not a period piece, right? It's supposed to be modern day.
Right.
The Glen, but it's underserved.
God damn it.
It's like they treating it like it's a blueprint, but you know what it really is? You know, back in the day when you have to do carbon copies and it would be like 3 different copies right on the top when it'll go through.
Yes.
It's that. And that's not even really a blueprint because there's no originality to it.
It's no originality and there's no future for it. To dumb someone down is to take their intelligence. Without intelligence, you cannot grow, you cannot teach, you cannot nurture. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Sodom and Gomorrah. We are in the end of the world as we know it. Now, the world is not going to stop, but hell, the coral reefs are disappearing. The water temperatures are getting warmer. The sharks are coming inland. You got golf ball size hail in the States, tennis ball size hail in Italy, they just reported. You got wildfires out of, I mean, what are you going to do without the trees? Where's the oxygen levels going? Just the other day in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is up the street from me, the worst air quality in the history of Georgia or some shit. Like, don't go outside and breathe. How, Sway? How? And look, you were talking about the dumbing down of music. This boy, NLE Chopper, literally has now mind you, he's a vegan. He'd been hella emotional on social about his relationships and things of that nature. Now, I don't know how he got the name L.E. Chopper or what type of gangster he's on, because clearly these cream puff looking softy, cute little boys are shooting people in the face. All right. I saw a video the other day of some smoke that was going on. My nephew's involved in. And I'm like, how? They look soft as shit. But guess what? These soft motherfuckers are being brainwashed by the music. They're buying guns, and not even. I was even having a conversation with my other nephew. Like, if you want to own a gun and you want to be responsible, get the gun legally. You don't have a record, but you'd rather go buy it in the street and be fucked up. And this is another thing, y'all. And I want to talk about the NLE Chopper thing, and I'm gonna get to my other point. NLE Chopper did a video. In the video, he reenacts YM Melly's court situation, the thing he's actually going through right now. And then now you're a demon? Nah, bruh. That's not it. That's not it. And you have way too much personality and charisma to be that. Who's not telling this motherfucker that? And I know y'all have seen the thing I've spoken about on EYL, that's Earn Your Leisure, one of their best episodes ever. You know, I was talking about the RICO that came across Georgia, locking these gangs up, and the murders, as it was told to me, because of someone doing a documentary on the DA's office, have taken murders down to a certain percentage. Now, mind you, if the number's correct or not, it is the fact that this is how the world ends up for you if you are participating rather in this life. If you are participating in this life, this is how it ends up. Now they're trying to give y'all, listen to this, youngins. They're trying to give you for association. You ever heard of conspiracy? They're trying to give you for association in a gang a certain amount of automatic time. Now, mind you, how many friends you know that's into some bullshit? Hello? How many friends you got that's in some bullshit? You being associated with somebody that's affiliated, that does a crime, commits some heinous act, guess what? You're on a fucking board with the rest of them.
Guilty by association.
And I'm not, listen, and I'm denouncing all street shit. I'm denouncing all affiliation with anybody in it. I'm 50 fucking years old. I don't give a fuck about your aspirations in no streets. If you want to start in the streets as a springboard to get where you're going, I will be your ladder. I'm not talking about nothing else though. You get in the game, you get an opportunity, and you don't do better by knowing better, you are a part of the motherfucking problem, period.
Yes.
And that's all I got to say about that. I want to know how y'all feel, because it's not enough to keep ignoring. The music is fucking us up.
Here's the nasty part. So, alluding to what you stated, you can get part of the RICO case just from your association, right? That's also
Gunna.
they passed in early 2000s, correct. But here's the cold part. How come the executive does not get part of their
Ooh, hold on. Round of applause. Hold on. You must got my list in front of you and you don't. Ooh, look at God. Come on, talk that shit because I'm coming with it.
How the hell does the president of that organization, whoever who listens, because you got to listen to it first, right, to get the approval. How come they are not a part of the RICO case? Because I don't care if it's free speech. It's free speech for the person who stated it, but it can't be, well, I'm the exec, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You put it out.
No, you're not even just putting it out. You're in search of it. You are the problem. I'm talking to all you label executives. It's no more, oh, they're hustlers. They're trying to figure out a way to get out of the game. No, they're glorifying it. You are in continuing support of the violence that comes from it, the drug usage that comes from it, and all the bullshit associated with it. You're not only supporting and amplifying, you're looking for more. Mm-hmm. You are looking for more.
They gotta keep looking for it because that's what's bringing in their money.
Yeah, but the death and destruction to a people, ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling y'all this. We have had to remake our music because it was stolen. We had to remake our music because the topical shit just was too good and too pure. So they had to dumb it down. And right now we are in risk. We are at risk of losing our identity. Let's take it away from music. We are losing our identity. And you have people, to Teule's point, that go try to find the furtherance of this bullshit, the furtherance of this destruction, this despair, this desperateness. These kids, you saw the video. The guy is looking in the back window with the mask on. Well, really, it looked like a robbery. He didn't really look like he was about no home invasion. And I'm shooting everything, getting everything. He looked like he was really in search of. And I say this again because the man came out with a Mossberg pump, could have blew his whole fucking face off. And it was a white man. Definitely would have happened. But this brother who had been on the other side of the barrel, which why I keep telling you stupid motherfuckers this shit, because I was in jail, changed my life. I am an example of change. You fucking refuse to listen. This man talked to this youngin' because he cared. That's who we are. He could have spread that little motherfucker all over his patio. He brought him in his house. You want to get some money? This the way you do it, but no more. Y'all, you got to take heed to this shit. This grace that we giving y'all. This information we giving y'all. I have no sympathy for motherfuckers that continually do the wrong thing. You are a part of the problem.
Yeah.
There's no more fix. I'm drawing the line. I'm telling my youngins, people that look to me, want to talk to me, I'm not fucking with you if you with the bullshit. Sorry.
It literally brings me to tears, especially that video, because there is becoming a self-destruct in our youth. And it's like, how do we turn that around? I mean, you speaking just now just brought chills over my body because you see what's to come. We know how that's going to end. And it's like, how do we get through?
Yeah. Not only how do you get through, but how do you live? You know, these sweet young boys, and I'm not talking about sweet the way you think, I'm talking about sweet. I love my little nephew who's in some shit right now. He used to come be with Kenny and Kyle every fucking summer. This man is a gangster. And it hurts my heart because I know he's a fucking good human. But you get dealt these cards and then you're constantly giving fucking false narratives and false, energy. And how you supposed to show up, how you supposed to act, who you supposed to feel it. And I feel bad because even the motherfuckers he beefing with look soft as shit. But listen, if you are told something enough, you will become this shit. Or you feel like you have to become this shit. And I'm telling all y'all ain't built for jail. All y'all snitching on the stand, y'all crying when you get your sentence. You going through all these range of emotions, but you could have went through them fucking range of emotions before you did the wrong shit. And you knew it was wrong. If you got any bit of fucking anything, love, any ounce of I told you to do this, I poured into you, I showed you. You motherfuckers be having fully functional families doing this shit. How? How you niggas got both parents that been together, love each other, but you a fucking criminal? You don't, dog, it's a sickness, y'all. I'm tired, and I don't even give a fuck no more. And I'm outside, everybody see me, but please do not fucking come up to me and expect no motherfucking love no more, and you still with the bullshit. I'm not fucking with you.
It's like you said, you drawing a line.
I have to,
because at this point, it's like we cannot keep contributing to the normalization of this kind of behavior. So like, I don't care who you are, how you related to me, how you connected to me. If you on some BS, I love you from a distance. Yeah. I will not accept a phone call from you. I will not accept a request from you. Don't call me collect from jail. I'm not accepting the call, baby. I'm just not happy. It's not happening. Listen. It's just not happening. And don't call me from that phone that you smuggled in there. Do not call me.
Wait, I gotta bust a gun for that. I'm sorry, Tasha Tony.
That's the phone smuggle.
No, but you motherfuckers know phones are illegal. You making whole videos. You making videos that's on the... But this is where we are. I want to play this clip from Carl Sagan, and then we're going to discuss it.
Carl Sagan could not have predicted 2021, but he did see it coming. He wrote the following back in 1995, and we quote, "I have a foreboding of an America in my children's or grandchildren's time when the United States is a service and information economy, when nearly all the manufacturing industries have slipped away to other countries, when awesome technological powers are in the hands of a very few, and no one representing the public interest can even grasp the issues, when the people have lost the ability to set their own agendas or knowledgeably question those in authority, when, clutching our crystals and nervously consulting our horoscopes, our critical faculties in decline, unable to distinguish between what feels good and what's true, we slide almost without noticing back into superstition and darkness. The dumbing down of America is most evident in the slow decay of substantive content and the enormously influential media, the 30-second sound bites now down to 10 seconds or less, lowest common denominator programming, credulous presentations on pseudoscience and superstition, but especially a kind of celebration of ignorance." Roll that around for a while. Those were among his final published words. He died 10 months later. Here we are 25 years later, realizing just what he was trying to tell us back then.
Yo, listen. So many things to unpack. The dumbing down. Like, we depend on ignorance daily. We're not even celebrating things worth celebrating. We are championing ignorance every day. Okay, I want to say this. He gave a premonition in the 90s. That was from the 90s. It is 2023. I'm going to give you a premonition for the next 25 years. In the 25th year from now, it will be the Hunger Games. I'm going to tell you why. Our generation, and I'm not saying Hunger Games as in the movie. I'm saying Hunger Games totally haves and have-nots. There are going to be sides of town that are protected, sides of town that are towns that are not, which is evident right now. Even though you see the blue cars come through your neighborhood, you see occasional police monitoring, but it ain't like that. Something happened at my house where I live, the police is here in 2 minutes. Literally. Something happened on Bankhead, they're going to circle the block a couple times, they're going to get a few phone calls, make sure it's true. They get anything. So it's already happening. But in 25 years, it will be the Hunger Games. And it will be the Hunger Games because at the end of the day, we cannot sustain a middle class. A middle class was important to life because it was the balance between the haves and the have-nots. There's no clarity on that because you want it all. Now you can't even be satisfied with a happy life. You want it all. And guess what? It is not obtainable. So now that they're pouring more of you have to be this to exist, it's going to make people act in a way where you're going to see people choose violence more. The gun thing is not a dog whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason these guys and these white men are doubling down on guns because they know that we're going to do it to each other. We would rather kill each other. Someone said the other day, the Ku Klux Klan been around all this time, but the Bloods be killing Crips. The Crips be killing GDs. You got all this shit going on, but yet it's us doing it to us. That's why they continue to double down on the dumbing of Black America. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you might see things happening around the world, but nothing happens to Black people like it happens here. Now, Africa, we can use that as a silo, meaning you got rulers that are Black doing it to Black people. Same nuance, same motherfucking story. Just we ruling lands instead of neighborhoods. We rule a whole. Don't go to. I'm not saying Rwanda, but don't go such because they got a dictator. It ain't no democratic nothing. It's like going to Saudi. You yelling in public. This girl locked up right now. They said she yelled in public. It had to be something. But look at Sukiana. Sukiana going over to London just to be an asshole. She yells out, "I'm gonna eat me some ass. I'm looking for somebody to knock this pussy." But that's who we are. That's why in 25 years, it's gonna literally be the haves and have-nots. What y'all think about that statement that man made almost 30 years ago?
Well, he was definitely the point, and it was the end of it that kind of solidified everything. They're going to be glamorizing basically ignorance. I don't remember the exact quote, but the celebrating ignorance, and that's where we are today. Just like you said, Suki went over there screaming loud as she do in the U.S. There are certain things you can't do out of the country abroad that you can do over here.
Right.
That y'all think is normal. Which is still ignorant, but you'll get locked up and be detained for a very long time someplace you can't speak the language and you don't know what the hell's going on.
Facts.
Who wants that?
Yeah.
It's crazy because sometimes it's like we are living in a silo and we think that the United States is the end all be all. Baby, no, we are not. And we need to be aware, especially everybody want to stamp their passports. Everybody want to do this and do that. You need to be paying attention to what's going on in the country where you're trying to go and what's acceptable and what's not. I am guilty of it too.
Yeah.
I have a camouflage backpack.
Yeah.
I always carry it.
Yeah.
Been carrying it for years. Like, that's my thing. I didn't know that in some countries you can't carry camouflage. I didn't know it until we were going to Turks. And Eb said, Ray Reed, are you supposed to have that? Or Kendra, one of y'all said it. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, some places you can't have camouflage because they think that you are impersonating military. And I said, well, who knew?
I didn't.
Now, I don't carry that backpack when I'm going, if I'm going out of the country, just in case. But we have to be more aware that we are not the only people that exist in the world. We are not at the top tier. We are not, we're not the rulers of the world. We're just who we are. And we need to put respect on everybody else's name.
TKBS Nation, it's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns. And child, if you're tired of those red marks on your legs from the mosquitoes, or if ants, roaches, and flies are making you angry at the barbecue, I have the answer. It's called STEM. That's right. I think it's the best mosquito repellent out. And for those ants, roaches, and flies, STEM also has a bug killer. The plant-based active ingredients and entomologists tested make it safe to use around people and pets when used as directed. The barbecue will never be the same. Keep those mosquitoes up off them. Let's put those ants, roaches, and flies in a coffin. STEM, the new wave of mosquito and bug control. And you want to know why? Because the dream is real. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. That's right. We're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft. True connoisseurs. And as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you earned doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope. Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match. And Taylor, I want to know, man, what you think about this, because I gave this 25-year, premonition, right, from now. And I'm just looking at when I go to Detroit, and I see the abandoned buildings in the neighborhoods that were once flourishing. When I go in the Midwest and I'm seeing these places, it ain't like these major cities. But if you went outside of Metro Atlanta, you see full apartment complexes that no longer are have residents. You see things. So my thing is like, where's everybody going? So you think about jail and where we are with the amount of black and brown people that are going to jail. And you think about what I'm saying about 25 years from now, the haves and have-nots. So you could almost say that, shit, we're going to get these stupid motherfuckers all the way to the point where they dumbing out and we can get them life sentences. They building more jails. Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. They putting more camps in. Do you hear the word come out? How do you feel about it? Because I'm not saying it's going to be niggas in jail and everybody else free and then the people that was smart enough to not be. But almost mentality.
You know what? He said something that's super important. Like there's been a slow decay towards immorality. But what he's talking about, in my opinion, just from kind of listening to him and trying, obviously he's foremost authority when it comes to astronomy and things of that nature. But the internet allows this process to be sped up because. How many people do we know have podcasts who don't really know anything, but because they are a celebrity, they are able to influence. So now their word becomes bond. That speeds up the decay towards immorality even more, right?
Yeah.
And so when you have people at the top who, again, the GOP, for instance, they are not specialists at pretty much anything.
Right.
But still. And so when you have people who are at the top, and he says it's going to come a time where you will go for what feels good, right? Or you're going to try to feed that insatiable desire over facts. It's a fact that if you do these things, young men, you are going to jail. Take it from a dude who gangbanged, who sold drugs. I don't know any retired gangsters. They in jail or they're dead.
Facts.
You do not continue that. I got a brother, you dead or you in jail? You doing 75? Because there is no way out and they know that. So we're just speeding up this process to where, yes, you're going to get more RICOs because people want to do what feels good. We were just talking about, a couple weeks ago, right? You want to twerk at brunch.
Yes.
It seems harmless, but the fact is that's not really good behavior.
Facts. No.
It's not good behavior because there's a time and a place for everything. And that's just not the time and the place. But if I can speed this up to get you all to think, that the girl who's in Paris when her butt ate, that it's okay, it's cool for you to say that. We just having fun.
Right.
It's the Bible says it's the small foxes that destroy the vine. It's just those little things. You get a devil an inch, I guarantee he's gonna take a mile.
Oof.
He's gonna take a mile. It's not going to stop because we are now trying to do what just feels good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having fun, but there's a difference between fun and outrageousness.
Dog.
Right.
And we are headed towards just outrageous, outlandish behavior.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sugar, I'm ready for the thing. You want to set me up for it? You want to say it? Because I think it's time.
This is story time. This is story time.
Yeah, it's time for a story, y'all. And I want to talk to my young men. I say a lot of these things because I've been through it, and getting locked up, is something that I think was a rite of passage in my day, and I'm gonna explain why. When I got locked up, I had an idea of what a hustler was. A hustler wanted to make money, did not want to hurt nobody, did not want to really go to jail, but you knew that what you did carried a consequence. The reason I say rite of passage, because if you are taught something long enough and you believe it, and then you experience something that is not aligned with your spirit or purpose, that passage allows you to go down a new pathway. That's why I continue to share my story of going to jail, because of who I've become. You cannot think that hustling is about killing. All you youngers out there, I'm not bashing nobody for trying to get some money, but that has to be a beginning to a different end. That is not a lifelong choice and or decision. Now, mind you, enough life will teach you that what you are doing is hurting your community. You need to grow up to realize that. You need to have experience that make you realize that, like your auntie coming to get a package or your mama hitting that pipe. So what I need y'all to understand is ain't nobody telling y'all this because it's, oh, you trying to say, well, no, I did it too. But some of y'all ain't getting out. Some of y'all not gonna get that chance to have a fucking family and kids and make better on your decisions, make a better way for your bloodline. I did a post yesterday. I said, I've done more for people than some of their own bloodlines. And you know why? Because I didn't have that either. Knowing better is doing better. You have the opportunity not only to change your life, but somebody else's. And it's because of that experience. I can never knock the streets. I can't. Style, energy, conversation, nothing like a barbershop conversation, nothing like a conversation outside after school with your partners in your neighborhood, somewhere where bloodline has come through and you've grown up there with your whole fucking family. There's nothing like that. But ladies and gentlemen, there is more. To Sugar's point, there is more. It's bigger than your block. There is more out here in the world. Now, everybody ain't gonna get that. Everybody ain't gonna understand that, but I'm trying.
They ain't gonna get it because they don't want it. You gotta want it in order to get it. Like you have to be ready and like have your hands open to receive something so that you can get it. Even if somebody drop it in your lap, if you're not ready to receive it, you're not gonna get it. So you gotta be in the right mindset to receive the things that you need to receive in order to be better. If you don't wanna be better, I can't wanna be better for you.
Absolutely.
Coco, Kendra, Kenya, I think, you know, the thing I love most about you is your strength and the way that you show up, how you are. And I don't understand the disconnect with people and how they can't be their authentic selves, because even with me, like, I might care about somebody and their feelings and my approach may be different, but the message is always the same. And I feel like that with you.
Oh, definitely. I'm always going to be who I am, be true to who I am. I'm not showing up as anybody else but me in any situation. It can be a boardroom, it can be a business meeting, it can just be us out at the picnic or having fun. Now, you might get different versions of me because me showing up at a business meeting is not going to be the same one showing up at the white party.
I know that's right, because at that white party, hold on, bust a shot for you and Tracy Steele, because you motherfuckers had us like this.
Listen, that was the twerk bunch right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful sight.
Yeah, Tracy's a vibe. She's a vibe. Good people.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
You're not going to get the same person. But before we went upstairs to the Power 30, I was sitting at the bar with a young lady who I met right there, and she just happened to have an online boutique. Next thing I know, I'm talking about entrepreneurship and giving her keys and tips on how to grow her business. She's like, I've had these many people visit my site, but only 5 people have actually bought things. What am I doing wrong? I said, you have to look at your presentation. Let me see what you're presenting, what your pictures look like. Also, go to someone else's website, see what works for them. I gave her someone else's website. You're selling clothes, look how they're presenting their clothes. I'm not seeing what you're selling in this particular picture.
Yes, honey. Yes, I ain't gonna lie. That sound like some things I heard before too. So that's why I love you too, because you know what I'm saying, you don't give me credit, you know what I'm saying, but I'm in your thought process. For myself. All right.
Bad. Let me tell you something. KB, go get that pat on that back. If he give it to him
his
himself,
credit.
he gonna get it.
You know
No,
what?
I ain't gonna hold you. Kendra had me dying too. A little funny. Y'all ready for story time?
This story time.
So I'm upstairs getting dressed. You know, my brother Curtis Givens has the Power 30 awards. I say that's the award show, right, Kendra? It look like an award show.
Yes.
Bigger and better this year, double the size. And what he does in Memphis is he honors his people. He takes the biggest and brightest of the city and he honors them. And we all get flies and motherfucking, we have a good time. So Coco Kendra Kenya is on her way because we're not staying at the same hotel. She's staying at my favorite hotel, my favorite burger. Actually, it's not my favorite hotel. I need a new favorite hotel out there. Can y'all build a Four Seasons or Ritz?
And they also sell Uncle Nearest over there.
They
so,
do, exactly. That was my first love. High Eccentric. Big shout out to the bartender. What's the bartender over there? I want to shout him. I
don't
him.
remember his name, but I know his face.
Oh, we love him. Thank you, brother. Saying all that to say, I get a text from Coco Kendra Burns. She's downstairs and she's at the bar. And she's like, why are these motherfuckers talking about you? I'm gonna say that version of it. I'm like, I don't know. You know? So she's like, all right, well, come on down, whatever. So I come down. And I want to say this to y'all, man. You know, there's nothing wrong with spreading that love and energy when you see somebody. You know, because I feel like, and Kendra and I be having, all of us be having conversations about things we hear and see, and then this whole podcast is dedicated to try and help people just even get into their moment, get into same information Kendra was giving them young ladies. I love to get that energy back. I think people be so intimidated to like, and of course, if you don't know I'm married or you don't know that whole, or how I even talk to women, I get you might be a little nervous. But I invite y'all with the right approach, have a conversation. Because the one thing I want to encourage is for people to say how they motherfucking feel. Because at the end of the day, y'all, like the one thing I'm learning, and this is why this podcast is filling my cup. It's not about the things that Kendra was told at that bar. It's more about how people are reacting to the way that we are changing the way they think, decisions that they're making. They're doing better for themselves by getting fucking real information. Somebody said that we had the best podcast in the world. Why don't it get more attention? I said, I'm not even concerned with that type of attention. Teule said it earlier. If I'm building something, and just like, you know, Coco Kendra Kenya experienced in the fucking Uber ride. The Uber ride driver loved the show, but his wife loved Kendra. So he had to call her. But it's the way you affect them. I'm dead serious, but that's the way you're affecting the way that people are moving. I'd rather tear it down and build it again. I've been there, done that. I'm good. But I'd rather start here and get there because we're building a community that think like us, that want to be a part of thoughtful conversations, that want to have different shit going on. I'm tired. I am tired of niggerdom. I am so tired of us being emotionless. We can't be vulnerable because we worry about somebody gonna judge us. Now, mind you, it's appropriate things to say and not to say. I'm preferencing that, and I really want to get into what they were saying to Coco Kendra Kenya. But the bottom line is, y'all can say things in ways for it to be received, and so you could get something out of it. But see, what happens is people think that you a certain way, and they can't approach you that way. Therefore, you're judged, and you know what I'm saying. But I want people to know I'm not about that life. Have a conversation with me. We can kiki, we can fun. You know what I'm saying? Appropriate conversation is appropriate conversation. But
But here's the thing. When people have preconceived notions and they don't know how to approach or have a conversation with somebody else, they're missing out. Because you have to have your own thought process and relationship and experience with every person that you encounter. You can't go up to somebody and have somebody else's experience with them.
Come on.
Because it might not be the same. Right. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to the people around you because it might be something that y'all need to have in y'all's conversation that's going to change your life or their life.
Come on.
Or both. Like I had a conversation with somebody recently, like, I didn't like the way you were dealing with this person. So whenever I saw that you were dealing with them that way, I checked it. Yeah. I said, do you remember that? And they were like, yeah, I remember. I said, because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to the union that you used to have. But right now, you got to move forward because you ain't got to still operate like you are over here being toxic. You don't have to be toxic because that's what you were known for before. And now you got to move forward because I am not going to deal with that.
Come on, listen. And they cloned Tyrone. That's part of the cloning. That's part of the brainwashing. That's part of the systemic shit we putting on ourselves. We know better. Apply. Listen, receive, and apply. It's no reason for you not to. Listen, now I'm going to give the grace of age. I'm going to give you the grace of age. I'm going to give you the grace that you just not grown. Some of y'all not grown, but if you hit 30, motherfucker, and you don't have an idea who you are, you need to goddamn get some counseling now. You need to get you some new friends. You need to get you a new job, something that's fulfilling you in the way that you can grow. Because ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired of seeing these super grown motherfuckers that ain't fucking mature. I can't. I gotta bust that gun. Sorry, Tasha, Tony. But y'all, I need a level of mature. I can't even have conversations. And yes, I'm changing. Yes, I'm acting different. Yes. And I'm not apologizing to none of you. I don't give a fuck. Old Kenny. You hear me?
Period.
I don't care. Because you know my heart. You know how I'm showing up. And if you ain't ready to meet me on my ascension, I can't go with you. I can't do it no more. It's separation time, and it's not separating my love for you. Please hear me, black people and friends that I have cut the fuck off or put aside and let them just be where they gonna be. I poured love into you. I have love for you. I just can't keep loving on you. It's okay. When I see you, hugs. We can talk about all the old shit. You can ask me what's going on, but you're not involved in those plans. I'm not apologizing. Sorry, not sorry. It's time. And with that time, it's time to get the fuck up out of here. I want to give y'all an opportunity though. I don't know where this shit going, child. This was some shit I need to get off my spirit.
Baby.
But Coco, Kenya, Kendra, I want to start with you, baby. Just give a little antidote for somebody that needs to hear it.
A cute copy is never better than the original.
Ooh, hold on.
So just be
just be who you are.
Be who you are, because it's not going to work for you, baby.
I know that's right. You thought about that one. Round of applause again. Teule, talk to us, player.
I'm going to give y'all another scripture that I think is applicable to this conversation. And again, going back to what Carl Sagan was saying, you have individuals who do not think, you are preparing yourself to be used by any charlatan, right? And that's what you see now. We're just being used by charlatans, government, music-wise, relationship-wise. They're just charlatans. But it's a scripture that says, study to show yourself approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, but somebody who can rightly divide the word of truth. You have to be able to rightly divide what is true and what is absolutely nonsense. When you start doing that, again, I don't believe we are creating a community of individuals who think like us, but we are creating a community of individuals who just think. I don't want you to think like me. I want you to be able to rightly divide what is true. And when you can do that, your BS meter will be able to detect every charlatan in your family, in your friendship circle, at your church, in your business, because they're going to come. But if you cannot rightly divide what is true and what is absolute nonsense, then you are going to be cloned just like Tyrone. You're going to eat the chicken, you're going to sip the juice, and you're going to listen to the music, and you're just going to be in that parade of idiots who have absolutely no power.
God damn it, nigga. I was waiting to get the horn, nigga. Let me give you some more horn, nigga. The dream is real. Shit. Dr. Sugar.
I mean, the slow clap needed.
Yeah.
Dang.
Woo. Come on, Dr. Sugar. Give it to us, baby.
And I got to go after that.
Yeah, but you was the doctor.
So here's my thing. Stop.
Yeah.
Capital S, capital T, capital O, capital P. Showing up as a fan. Stop showing up as a fan. Stop showing up as a fan. Just be who you are and let people be human beings.
Come on.
And you don't have to try to aspire to reach any level of anything. You could just be who you are.
Oof,
and if you are who you are, it doesn't matter if you are impressing somebody, if you agree with somebody, if you like something, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just be who you are, and some people will come.
Yeah.
And the people that ain't supposed to be here will go.
Amen.
And maybe you the one that need to go.
Hold on.
Baby.
I didn't mean
In
to
my
bust
sister voice.
Tiffany, did you push that button? My bad, Tasha Tony. I didn't mean to do it. You just, sugar. Stop. STOP, all caps.
Okay.
I want to say this, and this to me defines where we are as a community. There was a transgender woman that says womanhood and periods don't belong to biological women. I just want to leave that there. As we get the fuck up out of here. That's where we are. That's where we are as a community. Now y'all can continue your conversation and have a great day. I'm just holding. I don't even want to. I just want to leave that there. A transgender woman says womanhood and periods, menstrual cycles, do not belong to biological women.
The arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods, you don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person, but as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it.
That's where we are as a community. And there are people, to Teole's point, and Dr. Sugar's point, and Kendra's point, that are supporting this, that amplify it, that want us all to see it, hear it, digest it, become it every day. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave y'all with our credo. It's our favorite saying of the day, and I know y'all wanna talk about that, but fuck you, it's time to go. All right, on the count of 3, talk about it in the comments. 1, 2, 3. The dream is real. The dream is real. This episode of The Kenny Burns Show is brought to you by STEM, who I think has the best mosquito repellent and ant, roach, and fly killer. If you don't want those critters crawling all in your crawl, get STEM and get rid of them all.